Have you ever heard a story and realized, hey, this is about me? My freshman year of high school, our ancient music teacher, Mr. Peterson, collapsed during fourth period. One second he was teaching us about Mozart, the next he was on the floor, face gray, eyes open but seeing nothing. Everyone froze. Some girls screamed. The football player next to me threw up. I'd taken a CPR class the summer before because my little brother had a heart condition. Never thought I'd actually use it. Call 911, I yelled, dropping to my knees beside him. His tie was choking him. I ripped it off, placed my hands on his chest and started compressions. Down, up, down, up. His ribs made this horrible cracking sound under my palms. Someone started sobbing. Is he dead? I kept counting in my head, kept pushing, sweat dripping into my eyes. After 2 minutes, my arms were burning. After 3, they went numb. Where's the ambulance? Someone screamed. Mr. Peterson's lips were turning blue. I leaned down to give rescue breaths, tasting the coffee on his breath. Nothing happened. More compressions, more counting. The classroom clock ticked so loud it felt like it was inside my skull. 4 minutes now. The longest 4 minutes of my life. When the paramedics finally burst through the door, I couldn't move. They had to physically pull me off him. Good job, kid, one said, taking over. You gave him a chance. But all I saw was them putting the shock pads on his chest. All I heard was clear and the horrible thump of his body jerking. I sat in the hallway, covered in sweat, staring at my hands. They looked like they belonged to someone else. Later, they told us he had survived, that he was in a coma. That night, I woke up screaming, feeling his ribs breaking under my fingers. 2 weeks later, my parents told me we were moving. Dad got transferred. Mom said maybe it was for the best after what happened. I never got to visit Mr. Peterson in the hospital. Never knew if he woke up. Never told anyone at my new school what happened. When I transferred schools, I deliberately avoided taking music classes, even though I'd played piano for years. I'd tell people I was too busy, but the truth was, I couldn't handle being in a music room again. Couldn't risk hearing classical music and being transported back to that day. That's why it felt so strange when the mystery scholarship interview was scheduled in room 217, the old music room I'd been avoiding for 3 years. I just tried to forget. 3 years passed. I was scrolling through college scholarship applications, desperate for any money I could get. One caught my eye. The Peterson Hero Award, $25,000 for students pursuing emergency medicine. The description was brief. Established by retired music teacher Harold Peterson for the student whose quick action during cardiac arrest gave him a second chance at life. My heart stopped. Harold Peterson. My Mr. Peterson. He was alive. I didn't tell my parents, just filled out the application. Wrote about that day in excruciating detail. How it haunted me. How I decided to become a paramedic because of it. Weeks passed. No response. Then one Friday, I got called to the principal's office. I figured I was in trouble for skipping chemistry. When I opened the door, there was a man in a wheelchair. Thinner, older, but those eyes, I'd recognize them anywhere. Took me 3 years to find you, Mr. Peterson said, his voice raspy. You disappeared. He held out an envelope. Inside was a scholarship letter, the Peterson Hero Award, established by a cardiac arrest survivor to honor the anonymous student whose CPR saved his life. You became quite the legend at Lincoln High, he said. They call you the ghost hero. Every year they tell your story to the freshmen. My throat felt tight. I didn't do it to be a hero. That's exactly why you are one, he replied, his hand paper thin but warm in mine. I never got to say thank you. Today I'm in paramedic school.